Thanks for joining me today. It's Geraldine from the Paper Puffin Studio, and today I'm going to show you how to make this gift card wallet. This is the one that I'll give you instructions for today. These wallets have a belly band which you slide off, and then when you open up the wallet, there's a place inside for you to put a gift card which then pops up, and also a little place for you to write a message to the recipient. There's many examples of these wallets on the internet, on YouTube and Pinterest. These are just some of the ones that I have made. I hope you like this video. If you do, remember to please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started. Now let's begin by reviewing all of the pieces that you're going to need to build this card. You'll need a base color measuring 4 1/4 by 9 15/16. If you're using the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, that's 1 notch before the 10-inch mark. You'll need another piece of the same color measuring 1 inch by 7 1/2 inches. You'll need a coordinating color of cardstock, one piece measuring 4 inches by 2 3/4 inches, and another piece measuring 5 1/2 inches by 1/2 inch. I also have here a piece of scrap that I'm going to be stamping and cutting for the front of the card, and this piece measures about 2 1/2 inches by 2 1/2 inches. You'll need some designer series paper, 2 pieces cut at 4 inches by 2 3/4, and 2 pieces cut at 4 inches by 1 3/4. Now to do the scoring, you're going to take your largest piece of cardstock and place it in your trimmer like this. You're going to line it up at the 2-inch mark and score. Slide it over to the 5-inch mark, score. Then again at 6 inches, and then again at 7 inches. That's it for the scoring. I'm now going to fold and burnish along all of these lines, and I'll speed up that part for you. Now just to review how I scored and burnished, I folded so that this top flap folds over, then I have a valley, a mountain, and a valley. And this is going to be where I will now use my punch, and I'll cut out a place here for the gift card. I'm going to be using the classic label punch to make the hole for the gift card. So to do this, I'm going to take my cardstock. I've got this piece folded like so. I'm going to turn it and place it inside of the punch. I'm going to line up the sides of the paper with the side of my punch, and you'll see that in here I'm lining up the paper at the halfway mark. So I've got a little point here and a point here, and I'm going to line up the paper so it lines up there. I'm then going to punch, and then I'll slide the paper over, now going over to the other side so that this portion lines up with the punch, and then continuing with making the hole so that it's large enough to fit the gift card. Now occasionally when I do this, I notice that there's a tiny little piece right here, tiny little edge, and I'll just use my paper snips to cut that little edge off and make it nice and neat on the edge. If I have one on the other side, I do the same thing. So I'll just trim off that tiny little piece, and you'll see that I have this hole now, and that's where the gift card will go. Now for the next step, I'm going to take my designer series paper, I'm going to attach it to the inside of the wallet, one piece here and another piece here. I'm going to be attaching the coordinating cardstock down here, but before I do, I will go ahead and stamp an image that I want here. To coordinate with the nautical theme of the Designer Series paper, I've chosen to use the Sailing Home stamp set and the Anchor stamp. I went ahead, attached it to the acrylic block, and using Misty Moonlight, I stamped the image on my coordinating Designer Series paper. I have the Designer Series paper attached here and here, and the coordinating cardstock attached here. I'll now flip over the wallet, and I'm going to be attaching two pieces of Designer Series paper, one up here at the top. I'll skip this portion, and then one down here at the bottom. Now with the Designer Series paper, the coordinating cardstock attached to both sides of the gift card wallet, I'm now ready to get this opening ready. So I'm going to take the gift card and place it in the opening. What I've found is that this helps with preventing this to be too tight later on. So I place the gift card in the opening, and I'm going to be putting some tear and tape now right along the bottom here. So I'll attach the tear and tape. And I'll press it down well. Then using my Take Your Pick tool, I'm going to just take the backing off. And with the gift card in place, just lined up just above the tear and tape, I'll close up the gift card wallet. And you'll see that the card fits in here nicely. Now when you take the card out, you can easily get it back in, or relatively easily, like so. Now I'm ready to attach the belly band together to go around the wallet. What I'll do for this is I'll take the cardstock and I'll place it onto the wallet, and then I will fold the cardstock around the wallet like this. This will give me an idea of where I want to fold and burnish this band. So I'll take the band off, and then using my bone folder, I'll go ahead and I move this down just a little bit and burnish. I know that this was where I wanted the fold, so I'll just burnish that. So now I've got the belly band all ready to go. Before I go ahead and glue it though, I just make sure that I can slip it onto the wallet fairly easily. And I'm going to place some tear and tape on this edge right here. Now with the tear and tape on the belly band, I'll just remove the backing, and I'll attach this portion to here. Just trying to line it up so it's nice and even. You'll see then that I can slide the belly band. Now this decorative strip of the coordinating cardstock will get attached. So I'll just take the band off and I turn it over. I'll put some snail glue on here, and then I attach it so that it's a little off center. I like it that way. You can do it whichever way you like. And then I'll be folding it up like so, and putting the snail here and here as well. Now that I have the decorative piece on the belly band, you can see on the back it looks like this. There's a little opening here, and that's fine because that's going to be covered by the piece that I'm going to stamp and then cut out. I'll pick up there. I stamped the same anchor that I put on the inside portion of the gift card wallet onto the piece of scrap I had, And then I used this die from the Tasteful Labels dies to cut out the circle. This is now going to get attached to the front of the belly band here. I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on and then attach this a little bit at an angle so it gives us some interest. And then I'll embellish with some twine. So here's the finished card. I've gone ahead and attached a little bow of the twine here on the belly band. And to show you how it works, I'll just turn it over. And you see you take the belly band off, you open it, and your gift card pops up. You also have a little place here to write a message to the recipient. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.